Yo, not feeling our government, man. Or the politicians that represent us. Detroit, Michigan. Economical nightmare. Thanks, Jennifer. They say life is like a battle between good and evil. Would you take a trip over to the dark side if all things were equal? And this is just a song for all the weak things I've seen. People plugged into the machine and government schemes of Republican dreams of globalism. And yet they try to tell you it's multiculturalism. To simplify the domination under one system and objectify the intelligent rebels who choose not to listen. Who's the victim in this democracy where politics merges with corporate interests and bear with each other pretending to be separate? But really though, we all see the connection. We see the sponsorships and money driving these elections. We see the subsidies given to Walmart, killing mom and pop businesses and driving them all out, turning cities into ghost towns. What all happened to the regulations against monopolizing? It's time we should face this. So what you know about resistance? One thing, it keeps the powers that be from being so relentless. And if you need a reference, look at civil rights. We fought for personal freedom and now it's laws of all type that protect us in theory, but in practice it's different. The separation of races and classes, religion. I ask for forgiveness every time I have thoughts of murdering a politician.
The traditional hatred for democracy among privileged elites, which is after all not very surprising because democracy would threaten privilege, that this is not just hatred of democracy, but it's passionate hatred of democracy.
Let's take a look at more forms of deception. Still everything is contingent on your complexion. Lighter is righteous and dark attributed aggressive. From black magic to black power, life is a blackout. Negative connotations appropriate the facts now. I'm interrogative, brain is working to ask how can we be so indifferent? And why do we have more brothers in federal prison? What up with college tuition too expensive, yet they claim it's necessary and essential to fiscal growth exponential. They isolate the blue collar workers and entrepreneurs, ones that make the world turn, living life on the top floor inside a skyscraper. Really must be something air conditioned. You make the decision, slaves do your grunt work, rubbing shoulders with the most influential, and put your base in politics soon to be presidential. It's detrimental, all your secrets you keep from everyday people. It's no democracy if socialism's equal to undercover processes and operations. Can't minimize me, the money from your crooked foundation, that's the problem with rappers these days. Don't see the big picture, just wanna get richer. It was said in the scriptures, how much is a man's soul worth? And ain't it funny how all this hustling, grinding, and stacking paper is overt? So what you know about resistance? One thing, it keeps the powers that be from being so relentless. And if you need a reference, look at civil rights. We fought for personal freedom and now it's laws of all type that protect us in theory, but in practice it's different. The separation of races and classes, religion. I ask for forgiveness every time I have thoughts of murdering a politician.
The bottom line is that the government is getting what they have ordered. They do not want your children to be educated. They do not want you to think too much. That is why our country and our world has become so proliferated with entertainments, mass media, television shows, amusement parks, drugs, alcohol, and every kind of entertainment to keep the human mind entertained.